All right, welcome to Mindset Mondays. Ah, corporate cuties, welcome, welcome, welcome in. So, what are we going to talk about today is are you scared of being soft? And I'm going to answer it for you. The answer is pretty much yes, yes, and yes. And why are we having this conversation? Is because too often, especially in American society, I can't really speak on other countries. They women probably it's probably worse for them, not for sure. But in the United States, women are we are not only we're taught, we're also groomed to be strong 24/7. And some of you all may have brothers, and you will notice that you were raised differently from them. You was raised to be strong while they were being coddled, is what you were raised to be. So I I get that if your whole life you have been tasked to be strong. Some of you all even had to take on the strong role of mother, taking care of your siblings under you, because while your mother worked, you were still being groomed to be strong. A lot of y'all been strong since y'all was 12, 13, 14 years old. I was talking about that before. Gen X, we've been frying chicken since we were 7 and 8 years old. Why? Why is a child over there with a cast iron skillet with 350-degree grease? But we have been taught to be strong. And then once you turn 18, some of the strength was you have to get out my house. You got to go get your own place. Or they made it so unbearable that you didn't want to live there. So you started being strong. Then when you went to college, you was always had to be on high alert because now you're somewhere unfamiliar, especially if you went away to college like I did. So then we got to be strong when it comes to the financial pressures because a lot of people have been single moms and you've been the one who had to be the breadwinner. And it's some women who are wives who husband just cannot carry the load. So then you got to step in and be the man. You got to be the woman, the man. And then sometimes you got to be the child because you got to sit down there and then you got to talk on the level of a child so they can still enjoy their childhood. So a lot of us look at strength. Oh, we got to be strong. We got to be strong. Strong, this strong woman, strong, strong, strong. But really, you living in a survival mode. A lot of us are triggered because we're living in survival modes. We have, first of all, we dealing with a government that sabotages everything. Our food is sabotaged. Our health care is sabotaged. Our employment is sabotaged. We're taxed. We're overworked. We're underpaid. We're disrespected. We talk too crazy. And even as much strides that women have made from the 70s when we were allowed to enter into credit, when we were entered into being able to own land, when we were able to have credit cards. So from the 70s to 2025, have we made some strides? But often still, in the eyes of men, we're still less than. We're still perceived as weak, no matter how much we didn't carry most of them. And we've had to live in a survival mode. Most of us feel unsafe. So a soft life is literally unfamiliar and it's often just unheard of. So why are we talking about soft life today? Because we've got to get balance. We're not going to be able to be successful business women until we're able to get some balance. Sometimes we feel like a soft life and balance is a luxury that we cannot afford because a lot of you all, and I've been there. If you feel like if you let your guard down to be soft, Somebody's going to either try to run over you, or somebody's going to try to take advantage of you, or somebody is going to have to, or you're not going to be able to respond fast enough to defend yourself. But I want y'all to also, sometimes softness feel like weakness. You can be soft and strong. You That's another thing. You wear a bunch of hats already. Why not add soft to it? Businesswoman, mom, friend, uh, mentor, um, what other things? We carry a million hats. You carry a million hats, right? You've been wearing them already. Some of y'all have been teacher. Some of you all have been um some of y'all have been guidance counselor, and then whatever roles you play at your job, wife, some caregiver. You have played all these roles and worn all of these hats. It is okay for you to add soft life. I'm going to have a soft place designed specifically for me. Why do you need this? A, you need to decompress. B, you need to heal. C, you need safety. I know it's somebody in here. When I talk about being soft, you on the verge of tears because you're not allowed to be soft. You haven't made a space for you to be soft. And that may mean you're going to have to release some of your pain. Some of that pain is built up. How many times you done walk throughout the whole day and you realize that you haven't even relaxed your shoulders? Every day I get in the shower, sometimes it's twice a day, because baby, it's been what? It has been hot as the devil's toenails out here. So when I'm in the shower, I make a concerted effort to relax my shoulders and be thankful. Even if that shower is just 15 minutes. And this is another thing what I need y'all to do. When you in that shower, stay in the shower till it gets cold. Stay in that shower until it gets cold. And while you in there, release things. If it's a person, if it's a thing, if it's a habit, just be like, you know what? I just let it just go down this drain. I release it. I release it. And even if you have to say, because sometimes y'all got kids, y'all got everybody asking y'all for stuff. Can I get this? Da 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 da. Some of y'all probably can't even take a shower without a husband coming in there, brushing his teeth or sitting down on the toilet. Have a coming to Jesus meeting. Don't come in here. When I am in this shower, do not come in here. Nobody. Lock the door. I got to pee on yourself. That little pissy, sorry. You have got to say, I've got to have a space for me to be okay. And some of y'all, it's gonna have to be in that shower, in the bathroom. And I will say this, make sure that your memories of the bathroom is not a trauma place. And let me tell you why I say that. When I was a little kid, it was traumatic. Most people who know, I was raised in the housing projects, and I had turmoil inside of my home too. And I would go in the bathroom, sit on the floor, and cover my ears. That's the reason why, even still to this day, you can't holler in my house, because I came from that. So if the bathroom is a reminder of a traumatic place, find somewhere else. You know your situation better than I do. So, what I need you to do is what I'm showing you all and talking to you all about today. I want you to tailor it specifically for you. And most people be taking themselves a little corner piece of notes when we do Mindset Mondays. So, let's talk about your permission to feel. Give yourself permission to feel because you're never going to heal if you never feel. If you're always strong, you got your armor on, how you supposed to feel? How you supposed to heal? And it's okay sometimes to break down. God wouldn't have gave you tear ducts if it wasn't meant for you to cry. And let me tell y'all something, your healing starts with acknowledgement, not hiding your emotions, because a lot of us have been taught to hide our emotions. My mother taught me this. I don't think she was trying to hurt me, but she would always say, "Oh, if you feeling bad, dress up." And I think she was trying to say, well, when you dress up, you're going to feel better. But she actually was teaching me to hide my emotions behind a pretty exterior. Oh, you're gonna look beautiful. But it's been a lot of times that I have walked through this life almost 60 years. And because I've had beautiful lives, my life has been beautiful. I've been able to enjoy. I'm not saying I haven't had some hard times because I have, but I've built a lot, and I've done a lot of great things. I've been a lot of great places. But because people on the outside perceived, oh my God, she's living a good life because I was dressed up. It was times that I didn't have nowhere to stay. When I worked for the FDIC, the market had crashed. I went from $300,000 a year to $25 an hour, and I could not find a job in Atlanta, get a job at the FDIC in Dallas, Texas. I had to live in my car for 2 weeks until I could get in my SUV. I used to have a Dodge Durango. I had to live in my SUV for 2 weeks until I could get a paycheck. I would go to the hotel and wash up, put my makeup on, and I would go to work and I would look like $1 million. Them people sitting in there, oh my gosh, she's so pretty, and blah, 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 blah. But behind the scenes, because I was taught that you always look amazing, but behind the scenes, I was crumbling. I was like, I don't know how this gonna work. Some of you all have inherited the hard life. Y'all have been taught by what you've seen, conditioning, because I watched my mother never be soft. Even though she was one of the most beautiful women, but her life, she started out hard because she was born to an alcoholic who abandoned her. She went from orphanage to PhD and she never felt safe. And she never was able to enjoy her pretty and she never was able to be soft because she was always trying to protect me. And she never said, as much as I love my child, I got to carve out a place to choose me. Because even when she would put me to bed at 8 o'clock, she was still in school getting her master's, getting her PhD. And she would hide her emotions from me. Because, of course, Gen X, we was taught a child is supposed to stay in a child's place. And I get it. She was trying to protect me from a cruel world. But she also was showing me that women are supposed to struggle. Women are supposed to worry. Women are supposed to be stressed out. Women are supposed to always be on high alert. So, guess what? I know I ain't the only one who inherited the strong woman syndrome because all we've ever done was watch our mothers do it too. So if you feel like you need to cry, cry, let it out. Don't live there because depression will try to sneak up on you. But just cry and let it out. And let's talk about anger. A lot of times I was taught, oh, it's unladylike to raise your voice. That's why I say whatever I want to say, and I'm gonna say it at whatever volume. I'm gonna be unladylike as hell because it's okay. Sometimes you're going to get angry. Now you can't just lose your mind to where you start just where you need anger management classes. But it's okay for you to not like a situation. It's okay for you not to like a person. It's okay. This is the one that's gonna hurt somebody's feelings. It's okay to not like your children sometimes. My son my son tear my nerves up a lot of days. I be like, would you please stop talking? And guess what he will say to me? No, lady, because I need to figure some things out. And you're the only one who got answers that's trustworthy. What? It's okay to be angry at your manager. It's okay. Now you can't go up in there kicking that lady. You can't kick that lady in her throat or in her head. You can't suplex that lady. You can't super sock that lady. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because I don't want y'all to be up in there talking about some coach. I got angry and they walking me to the door. It's okay to feel the anger and channel it. Whether you're gonna have to go for a walk, whether you're gonna have to go to the gym, whether you're gonna have to just sit down and baby just be quiet. But if don't neglect your anger and let it fester and build up. And I don't know because I ain't never went postal before, but I can imagine that was what the anger was built up, built up, built up, and it was never released. To me, when something makes me upset, I usually would just be like, oh, I'm finna just go out. I'll go for a ride. I'll go ride through the city, look at the skyline. I'll do something that does not require me to think, that remind me of the problem solve, that doesn't require me to be omnipresent. And also, when you're angry, make sure you didn't cause some of it. Look at the part you play, be accountable, and how can you change it? And sometimes you got to change the whole environment. You may have to change throw away the whole husband. You might have to throw away the whole job. Get you a new one. Get you a new husband too if that's what you need to do. I ain't mad at it. But you're going to have to be, sometimes your anger and this is the thing, most of the time it is valid because you will have people try to do. Y'all, I'm finna start. I'm trying to stop this cussing. But it's sometimes people will actually do shit to you and then try to manage your response. Let me give you an example. One of my friends, he's a guy, he says to me, my only problem with women is a lot of times with y'all, the punishment don't fit the crime. I said, have you lost your whole mind? I said, you gonna do something messed up to somebody. Then you gonna come back and tell them how to feel and how to react? Who the hell are you? You can't do something messed up to somebody and then manage the response. He gonna tell me, well, you ain't gotta bust out nobody windows and bust out nobody tires. Well, you didn't have to sleep with nobody friend and you didn't have to sleep with nobody cousin, but you did it. So make sure that you're still being accountable when you're angry, but don't let nobody control how you respond. Try not to go over the deep end because I don't need y'all to get no charge. Because I need y'all to become the next millionaires or six-figure earners. Now, y'all know I be telling y'all, money is outside of your comfort zone. That's where the money resides. But you still should have a comfort zone. But sometimes you're going to have to build that space. My whole house is a comfort zone. It's just that simple. Oh, I am gonna be so comfortable up in here. And some of you all, because especially if you have small kids, one of my friends, Tanya, one of my friends, Tanya, her dad is 90 something years old. And guess what? This is a horrible thing to tell a child. If you don't want shit in life, have some kids. Sometimes you may have to say, you remember when we was little, they used to have that front room and couldn't no children come up in there? That was their safe space. And now it dawns on me now, of course, as an adult, that I would see my granny, she would just go sit in that front room and she wouldn't say nothing. She had, and we couldn't come up in there. If we saw her sitting up in there, you better keep walking. You better not say hello. You better not ask the question because you knew that was the front room. You don't go in the front room. But now it makes sense that it was a safe space for her to just be. Not She don't have to be the wife to my grandfather. She didn't have to be the wife to my grandfather. She didn't have to be the mother to my uncles and everybody. She didn't have to be any of those things, right? She just could sit there. Sometimes she would have some tea, and of course they had those beautiful cups with the saucers with the flowers and stuff, and she would just be sitting there with her thoughts. So you may have to orchestrate a comfort zone in your home. It could be one place or it could be the whole place. Because I said it's gonna be the whole place. My son told my son, well, I'm coming to Atlanta. I said, well, let me know because I know you're gonna be coming with all your noise and that nonsense. So I want you to create a comfort zone for yourself. I want you to create a safe place for you to be whatever it is you want to do. If you want to pray in there, if you want to put an affirmation wall, you want to put stickers all around it, if you want to sit up in there, if you want it to be, some of y'all got a big enough closet. If you got a big closet, I want you to put a big chandelier in there. I want you to put down a soft plush rug. I want you to put an ottoman. I want you to organize all your clothes. And I want you to make sure that has a door or put that door closes and it locks. Turn that closet into an oasis. But find you somewhere in your home where you're going to be able to say, I'm going to be safe. I'm going to be healthy. I'm going to script in there. Literally, I believe that you need to be scripting. You need to write down your emotions, write down what is hurting you, and do not be afraid. Here go another one. If you see that you're not able to manage your anger, your hurt, your whatever, it's okay to get help. Use your copay. If you got health insurance, use your copay. Do whatever it takes to get you to a soft space. Because hard life, y'all know, it's killing us. Women have the highest rates of heart attack. You know why? Because we're trying to do all the things. You work 8 hours a day. Then you got to try to figure out cooking, cleaning, homework, projects for the kids, washing clothes, this, that. If you got a husband, managing his emotions, managing his imperfections, managing his nonsense, managing a lot of y'all having to manage a grown man's irresponsibility. I have a couple of girlfriends who got husbands and say, he won't stop getting a ticket. Oh, you're not fit, sir. You're gonna get out this house. Mm-mm. Nope, no, nope, nope, nope. Because I am not gonna pay insurance companies $1,000 a month, $1,500 a month because you won't stop getting speeding tickets. You're taking money away from our household. That's liability. So to the next part, y'all, if you're trying to establish a soft life, a life that you deserve, and orchestrating the life that you want, not the next person, not your mama, not your friends, but sometimes you're gonna have to remove the things that steal your peace. Sometimes choosing softness means you're gonna have to make some hard decisions. I need you to look at everything in your life. When you get the scripting, what's working and what's not. Who is working and who is not. There are core things that you're responsible for. If you got children over 18, under 18, you can't throw the baby out with the bathwater. But all grown people, it's fair game. If they are literally infringing upon your softness, your safety, your happiness, your joy, you might have to, like my granny used to say, you might have to turn them gold. Turn they ass gold. I need y'all to let go of things and people and situations that bring you chaos, toxicity, inconsistency, disrespect, constant disrespect. Because, of course, children going to be disrespectful every now and again. But when it's grown people that know better, but you let's just coming out here being disrespectful, you reckless in your ways, you reckless in what you got to say. Oh, sugar, you can go on about your business. Because I'm not here for none of that. Let me tell y'all something. Peace should be a non negotiable in your life. You cannot heal in a state of turmoil. And why is this important to the corporate cuties? Because for you to be an effective businesswoman, most businessmen, they have people who that they have mentors, they have people who are speak to them on a metaphysical level, that they have people who are therapists, they actually have a team of people to make sure that they're in the right headspace to make the right decisions. Mhm. Now let's talk about creating your soft oasis. I need you to start saying, you know what? It may be this weekend because I know some of y'all got to go to work, but I want you to curate your soft space this week. Clean wherever it is, declutter, use scents, appeal to all of your senses. Make sure it looks beautiful. Make sure you have textures, something that feels soft, something that feels smooth, something that feels silky. Whatever that is that when you touch it, it makes you smile and it brings you joy, scents. Even if you aromatherapy, you need to get something that smells good. When you walk into that space, it automatically makes you smile. I Because right now my building is under construction because we had a water leak. So all of the sheetrock is cut out when you come down the hall. So when I come down my hall, it look a mess. But as soon as I hit that thing, deep unlocks that door, and I walk inside of here, I smile because it smells good. It looks amazing. Next thing, next senses. Make sure this oasis that you're creating, put on your favorite songs. Whether it's no music, whether it's high frequency beats, whether it is where it's affirmations. But when you come in there, make sure you're appealing to your ears because your ear gate and your eye gates are very important. We have to guard them and watch what we see and listen to. And I'm still bad at it because my polar ear gates be taking a beating with rap music. Anyway, and then soft lighting. Baby, put you some soft lighting on, light you a candle, whatever it is. Baby, open up your daggone phone, take you some pictures of your soft life. Because sometimes them pictures is gonna help you remind you, oh, this was my happy place. This is where I need to go. So I want you to create a peace corner in your house, whether it's a closet, whether it's a bathroom, whether it's an extra room, whether it's a spare room. And this is the thing too, mamas. If you got children that's grown and then left your house, stop saving their room. Stop saving them children room. Because all you're telling them to is come back. Don't figure nothing out. When stuff get hard, just come back. No, turn that room into a safe space for you. Put a big board up in there so you can always be writing down your visions and your thoughts so that you can make sure you're clarity in your vision. It's okay to choose you. And the next thing I want y'all to do, build you a freedom fund. What does that mean? Put you, even if you have to make your savings account at your bank and label it freedom fund. You know what freedom looks like to you. But it could just be a little cushion that's there for if you want to go on a trip. If you want to just go on a day trip, or if you want to go to the spa, or if you want a facial, or even, and I know I'm wrong for this, or even if you want to make it mad money where you want to get away from whoever that is, that spouse, you want to leave them. Or if you shacking, no thing. Even though I think Trumpisha they got it where if you've been shacking for 5 years, they trying to bring common law marriage back. But even if you're trying to get your exit strategy, make you a freedom fund and you decide what does freedom look like to you. I want you to write down, what does freedom look like to me? Not the person next to me, but to you. And then we need to do some mental reset routines. And it don't be have to be every day. You may say every Saturday morning, I'm gonna go into the bathroom. I'm gonna stay in there for 2 hours. I'm gonna brush my teeth. I'm gonna brush my teeth. I'm gonna put my water pick in. I'm gonna floss. I'm gonna floss my teeth. I'm gonna do all of the things. I'm gonna do my hair. I'm gonna give myself a facial, or I'm gonna steam my face. I'm going to condition my hair. I'm going to listen to some scriptures. I'm going to listen to my favorite podcast, or I'm going to roll my TV in there. I'm going to watch TV, my favorite show. Whatever your mental reset routine looks like, I want you to curate what you want it to look like. Some of y'all, it could just be to watch TV while you sit in the tub. Some of y'all, you just want to sit in the tub with a candle and a book. Whatever that mental reset routine looks like, create it and stick to it. Make sure you got your daily affirmations. Do the mirror work. I would prefer you all to recite your affirmations in the mirror. Because I need you to see who you talking to, Sugarfoot. You talking to you. Get your medication in. Some people feel like they just prefer, whether you rather meditate or whether you rather pray, whatever the case may be. For me, I just like to sit in the stillness. So I'll just be quiet. I'll pray for, I like to pray for like anywhere from 5 to 10 people in my life. And then talk to God about what I'm grateful for. And then I talk to God about the seeds that I sow, and I ask God for the harvest. And then next thing, I need y'all to start talking safer to yourself. A lot of times we're so critical of ourselves to the point where our mouth is reckless. Our own mouth is sabotaging us because our mouth is reckless because we're saying things to ourselves that are counterproductive to what you actually desire. You can't sit there and say, God, I want you to give me 10 millions of dollars. I want you to give me this 5,000. I want you to give me the desires of my heart. But then, oh, I'm worthless. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't this, da, 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 da. No, I'm not this. I'm not smart enough. I'm not this enough. I'm too this. I'm too that. I'm not small enough. I'm not big enough. I'm not tall enough. I'm not this enough. You criticizing yourself out of your blessings. So if you have to, when you're literally speaking to God, stay there. Stay in God. Stay in the prayer. Stay in the goodness of God. Because when you start criticizing yourself, stop saying what you not saying what you this, not saying what you that. Now you're being counterproductive to what you asked for. And a lot of that is gonna have to be a lot of mindset training because we have been trained, whether it's through the music. That all women are B's and H's and 304s and da da da. You got all of this negativity. That's why a lot of times I just be quiet. It's power in quiet. So I want y'all to do a mental reset. And Coach E, she know it's coming. You're gonna have to change your stinking thinking. If you need it, you get the change your words, change your life. Joyce Myers. When I start speaking sweet to myself, I noticed that my life changed. Even during the times when it was dark and I didn't think I could see no light. When I felt like it was just hopeless, I would say, God, I want you to shine light in here. Shine light in this space. I want y'all to watch what you say. I am safe. I want you to say y'all words. I am safe. I am worthy. My softness is my strength. It's okay for me to live a soft life. It's okay for me to live a good life. It's okay for me to live a life free from struggle, free from unhappiness, free from depression, free from anxiety, free from the lack of love. And I'm finna get somebody because a lot of us is giving out way more love than we are receiving. People be like, "Well, you're not supposed to do with expectation." Yes. Why you think it's a law of expectation? You should expect to be treated well. You should be expect to be talked to well. You should expect wealth. You should be expect great health. You should expect happiness. You should expect joy. You should be expect to be respected. You should be expect to have somebody who is faithful to you. People be like, "Oh, you told your son he owe you?" Yes. Looked him dead in his face and said, "Let me tell you something, Amor. You owe me to be a good man. You owe me to be a man who is self-reliant. You owe me to be a 6 and 7 figure earner. You owe me to be a respectable man. You owe me to be someone who is kind. You owe me to be someone who is lovable. You owe me to be somebody who is a good person. You owe me to be a responsible man. Because it is not my job to have to try to take care of no grown man. So you owe me to be a man, not a boy. I expect excellence from him. And when he try to play in my face, I run up on him. I be like, boy, you need to remember I am Musasa and you are Simba. You better get your ass together. So some of you all need to start expecting the very best from every aspect of your life. I expect goodness. I expect good greatness. I expect kindness. Why do I expect kindness? Because I'm always giving it. If I'm not kind to you, you did something, and I'm gonna tell you. Mm-hmm. You take about you. Oh, you want to take kindness for granted? Oh, okay, let's do it. I do not allow anybody to hurt me with their nonsense. If it don't make me no money, it don't make me closer to God. A lot of times I let people ride and I just won't deal with you no more. But let me tell y'all something too. Your soft life, sometimes it's not going to be handed to you. You're going to have to command it. You're going to have to take it. And when you choose it, you're going to probably have to protect it. Because I know somebody this going to resonate with somebody. How many times you seem like your day was going fantastic? And then here comes some raggedy mother trying to make your freaking day bad. So when you choose your soft life, when you choose to be peaceful, when you choose to be happy, when you choose your soft life, you're gonna probably have to protect it. Cause it's gonna be somebody out here that's gonna try to play. Hey baby, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. Your soft life is attached to your healing, and your healing is gonna have to take some courage, and you're going to have to set some boundaries. But you should be making every aspect of your life where you're going toward building a soft, safe, and freedom filled life. You deserved it. Most of you have even earned it. Because life be kicking butt, baby. You have earned to say, I am going to choose a softer life. I don't care if you start out with 30 minutes a day and then you graduate to an hour, then you graduate to whatever until you get to 24 hours. It's your life. Start loving it and enjoying it, even in the challenges. Even in the challenges. You woke up, so that means God's got something for you to do. When I sat there, I was pissed off a lot. People know that I've been pissed off that this building that I'm in is cost a fortune and everything is in disarray here. It feels like nothing is working. But I said, you know what? God, thank you for letting them have the budget to fix the leaks. God, thank you for having a budget for them to do this. Because a lot of times these landlords will not do anything. I said, instead of me getting mad, I still need to be grateful that when I walk in here, I still have a beautiful place. I had to be grateful that my apartment was not impacted by the flooding of the pipes because there's a lot of people who lost everything in this building. So I had to learn to, even in what seemed to be unsatisfactory or things that are not necessarily going my way, I still had to look at what I had to be grateful for. Because even though I walk past all that chaos, I still get to walk into my house in a soft space. So we need to also be talking to ourselves and affirming ourselves. That most people think, oh, affirmations, the word it says what it says. Affirmation, the root word is affirm. So I need you all to use your affirmations and affirm you. I am allowed to feel. I am allowed to grow. These are the kind of words you need to say to yourself while you're looking in the mirror. I am allowed to make mistakes. Even though I was raised that you need to make sure you know the difference between a bad decision and a mistake. I help you with a mistake, but you on your own on bad decisions. That was my mom. But you are allowed to make mistakes. It's okay to be imperfect because a lot of us suffer from perfectionism. Perfectionism is nothing but procrastination disguised as procrastination and fear. Because nobody is perfect. There is no perfect being. So it's okay to not be perfect. I am allowed to unapologetically take care of myself. A lot of y'all will take care of everybody but yourself. Take care of your kids, take care of your husband, take care of your family, take care of your friends, take care of everything. You could literally be in the middle of taking care of yourself. Your friend can call you crying over a man that she knew was no good when she met him. Call you over there. Oh, I just need you. Oh my God, he done broke up with you. I have been called the B word when I've received those calls. I'm like, girl, he did you a favor. Where we going this weekend? It's okay to allow yourself to be unapologetically yourself, and you can be unapologetic about taking care of yourself. I need you to say, I am committed to creating a safe space where my softness can thrive. I want you all to relax your shoulders and breathe. Just do it right now. It's okay for you to be okay. It's okay for you to cry. It's okay for you to feel. It's okay for you to get angry. It's okay for you to not take care of somebody. It's okay for you to retire from taking care of everybody else. And it is okay to choose you. All right, y'all. That's the end of soft life. And I need y'all to I need y'all to enjoy, start enjoying your life. You deserve it. This your life. Craft it the way you want it.